Midsize sedans may not be as popular as they once were due to crossovers. However, there is still a handful of people who buy these vehicles. The Nissan Altima has been in its 5th generation since 2013 and is a solid choice if you're looking for a well-rounded midsize sedan. So, let's go ahead and check out this 2017 Nissan Altima. Now, the Altima is a pretty successful sedan from Nissan and is one of the best-selling vehicles in their model lineup, actually. Now, the Altima received a pretty big update just last year and included refreshed exterior styling and updated features. Now, with this new look, you have the boomerang type look that Nissan is putting on all of their new vehicles now, and it's certainly a pretty interesting design. But on higher end trim levels, you do get LED daytime running lights on the headlights here, and you can opt for LED headlights, which is nice. But overall, it's certainly not a bad looking vehicle. It's interesting and it's certainly not boring.
This color is known as the Glacier White, and you do have smart key access on the driver's door and the front passenger door. You have a full-on black cloth interior, power driver's seat with power climb. Now, stepping on inside of the Altima, as you can see, it's a fairly stylish interior design, but simplistic at the same time, which is not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people that are shopping for mid-size sedans want a fairly simplistic vehicle. They do have push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. And what you're hearing there is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder CVT automatic transmission. And when you put the vehicle into reverse, this will display your rear view camera with guidance lines. Now let's go ahead and turn on the headlights and the hazards. Automatic driver's side window. Let's go and pop up the hood and check out the engine bay. Now, the Altima has been in this generation ever since the 2013 model year. It was refreshed just last year. And the Altima continues to be one of the best-selling mid-size sedans in its class. You have halogen projector beam headlights, powering the Altima here is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. This is your base powertrain, and it produces 179 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 177 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM, with EPA estimates being a pretty exceptional 27 in the city and 39 on the highway, and it is front-wheel drive. Now, if you want, your optional powertrain is going to be a 3.5 liter V6, which is significantly more powerful than this 4-cylinder engine here. But if you're looking for the best fuel efficiency, then definitely go for this 4-cylinder here. And this is what most Altimas are going to have. But there's no all-wheel drive available. Some mid-size sedans in the class do offer all-wheel drive, like the Chrysler 200. Competitors of the Altima, you have the vehicles in the mid-size sedan class. This includes the likes of the Ford Fusion, Chevrolet Malibu, Toyota Camry, Honda Accord, and the Volkswagen Passat. EPA estimates, like I said, 27 city, 39 highway. Total vehicle price is $24,825. The final assembly point for this vehicle is in Kenton. And the government 5-star safety ratings hasn't been rated yet. Now, of course, you have all of your basic power necessities: power windows, door locks, and your power mirrors, chrome interior door handles. Interior quality in the Altima is pretty good. You'll find plenty of soft touch materials everywhere, including on the armrest and the upper door panel, and on the upper door panel as well.
And coming to the steering wheel is pretty stylish. You have all of your steering wheel mounted audio controls and your controls for the LCD information center. You also do have your Bluetooth phone controls and your voice recognition. And coming down here, you have a little storage cubby with a USB port, auxiliary input, and a 12-volt power outlet, dual cup holders, and you can maybe use this as a cell phone holder. Center console lid is also nice and soft touch and stitched, pretty good for a base model. And there's plenty of center console storage. You will find a 12-volt power outlet down there. Up here, you have your sunglass container, manually dimming rearview mirror, LED map lights, goes your glove box. Coming to your AC controls, pretty simple and logical layout. And you have your different zones, of course, fan speeds, and your temperatures. AM, FM, CD player with your iPod integration, and you also do have your auxiliary input too as your different media sources. Pretty much all of the norm here. This is their basic radio head unit. You can go for a much larger touchscreen, but basically does all the basic functions like your radio, your media, and your iPod. Nothing too out of the norm here, but it's an okay looking display. And then you also do have your digital clock too. The seats in the Altima are very comfortable, very soft, great for long road trips. However, I wish there was just more side bolstering. Visibility out of the Altima is pretty good. There's plenty of glass area all around the vehicle. A-pillars are fairly thin, and seeing out of the windshield is pretty easy too. When you get to rearward visibility, it's pretty decent, especially when you compare it to some other vehicles in the mid-size sedan class that have sloping roof lines. Coming to the gauges and the instrument cluster, pretty simple and logical layout, just like the climate controls. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. Of course, you have your speedometer on the right and your tachometer on the left. No big old TFT instrument cluster, but you do have a pretty good looking LCD monitor in the center for all of your vehicle information. And it shows you information such as any warning messages. It also shows you your tire pressure monitoring, your average fuel economy, and what radio station is playing. You could change vehicle settings on here. Many different settings that you could change. But overall, it's a fairly simplistic LCD monitor. And then you have your exterior temperature readout up there too. Now the Altima is certainly one of the better riding vehicles in the mid-size sedan class, and it offers one of the best balances between decent ride comfort and decent handling. The fuel economy is also very exceptional, and the CVT automatic transmission isn't like a typical CVT. It doesn't drone a whole lot, which is nice. But overall, I really think that the Altima is one of the best driving vehicles in the mid-size sedan segment. Alright, now let's go ahead and shut down the Altima. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Now there's also plenty of trunk space in the Altima here. The rear seats also do fold down 60-40 split in the vehicle by pulling on these right here. Fairly easy mechanism. But trunk space is certainly pretty competitive in the mid-size sedan class. Materials and the build quality do follow through in the rear, which is nice. Now sitting back here in the Altima is on the smaller side in the mid-size sedan segment in terms of interior space, but it's not all bad here. What I do like is that you have two USB charging ports. That's a really nice feature that the Altima has. You also do have dual map pockets and a rear center armrest with cup holders. However, there is no rear adjustable headrest. But overall, the seats are very comfortable back here too, just like the front ones. But the legroom is a little on the smaller side. If you're looking for the most interior space in the midsize sedan class, look at the Honda Accord, Volkswagen Passat, or the Toyota Camry. All right. So with its good balance between decent ride comfort and decent handling, its exceptional fuel economy, as well as its many upscale features, the 2017 Nissan Altima is a pretty good choice for a midsize sedan. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.